everybody. How are you all doing? Hope everybody's having a good day. I'm Loomis and we're back to Pyre. Bit of a short stream, but I'm trying to get back into doing the afternoon streams. So we'll see how this goes. A unicorn. I think last time we defeated the bird team and got yet another crew member. We've now got 35 people living in our wagon. I can't keep track of them all in the slightest. And I think were we going to see Sandalwood finally, or something like that? Oh. Let's head on our travels and see where we end up. Known area. I don't know if this game eventually goes more open world, if it sticks following a story. I'm cool with it sticking with what it's doing, but I wonder, because of the way the map areas show up, suggests to me that maybe at some point you can choose which place you go. Miki, how are you doing? The one path down the cliffs is rather treacherous. You having a good day, Miki? The wagon has hit a snag, descending the black crags. Its wheel is stuck. Jadariel is not pleased. First that blasted little bird, now this! Though you lack Jadariel's raw strength, you join in as she attempts to dislodge the wagon. At last, with a roar and a heave, she forces the wagon back onto solid ground. You're good? Glad to hear it. I'm okay. It is really warm over here, and I can't have my window open while I'm streaming because there's roadworks right outside. And also I can't really have my fan turned up because that makes a lot of noise, so I've just got my fan on low, and I'm having to make do with that. May this sandalwood be worth all this hassle. I've also hurt my back. I'm turning into an old man. Too much time sat down, I think. My lower back started aching. I spent this morning doing some exercises for my back and my glutes. Found a set, put the TV on, and did some aerobics for half an hour. Step up, step down. I might substitute that for my my runs for a while, until the back pain clears up. I was actually drenched in sweat at the end of it. Not just the heat. I guess it's a bit more of a workout than running. That's probably a good thing, I guess. Anyway, I worked out a whole bunch. I took a very cold shower to get away from this heat, and I'm feeling better. Refreshed. Thank you, Jody. I'm guessing Sandalwood doesn't like to be kept waiting. He is very patient, on the contrary. Not I. Let us move on. Soon the wagon is prepared to press onward down the jagged slopes toward Wakingwood. The companions who explored ahead advise on which of the forked paths is best. Flamberg or Glass Peak. Lands on a northern plateau over Wakingwood, pocked with seething fissures. Sir Gilman claims he can dig up something valuable here. Lands to the east of Wakingwood, riddled with black crags. Pamatha says she can procure a talisman here. Getting to that time of year again? Yeah, summertime up here. You get the cool weather while we all cook. I'm a little worried about this year, to be honest, because it's only really spring. It's getting to be late spring now, but it's already been really warm, and it's not even summer yet. Like, it has not historically been this warm at this time of year. This is Britain. It's meant to be raining. Let's see. I think I'd rather have the talisman than the something valuable, but I trust Sir Gilman more than Pamitha. And also doing Pamitha's stuff, mine to know our giant friend. I don't want to upset Joe. And we're going to Flamberg. Sir Gilman's been reliable. Sir Gilman is relieved by your decision to take the flatter of the two paths down the Black Crags, though nonetheless seems rather shaken by the steep trip down. Yeah, I guess the Sea Serpent is not used to heights. Each year it just gets more hot, yeah. I was hoping maybe we'd have a reprieve this year because less pollution due to the virus and the quarantine. But I guess it doesn't take effect that quickly. God, I hope that people stick to it. I mean, we kind of forgot about it because because the epidemic was even worse, but I mean, in their summer this year, Australia was burning. The whole country caught fire. It's only gonna get worse if things don't change. This knight mislikes these heights! For shame, Master Reader, you must take this knight for a common, craven coward! He buries his head in the soil. When at last you coax him back up, you see that he has an item of some sort. Ha ha! This knight did have you fooled there, did he not? He explains how finding the item was his plan all along. Sir Gilman found porous crystal. His fear of heights remains. He sold at the slug market. Okay. To be honest, other than the level of stuff, I'm not crazy about stuff that's in the slug market, but... And we can get money from Jodie's talisman. Well, who knows? Maybe we'll get something cool. Making 2020, man. Can you believe I was optimistic about this year? I was like, 2019 sucked. 2020 has gotta be on the up. Ah, well. I've got a good feeling about 2021. I mean, 2020 sucked, so 2021's gotta be better, right? Having passed beyond the Black Crags, your wagon arrives at the edge of Wakingwood. It is here that Sandalwood is to be expecting you. However... Most puzzling. He ought to have met us here. He said he would find us himself. Aye, he was to find us at the edge of these woods. We supposed to keep waiting for him? He would desire for the stars to be a guide as always. The rights beckon, and the rights take precedence above all else. Surely he shall find us yet. Then let's keep moving. How do we get through these woods? The lone minstrel notes two possible paths forward from this point, though cautions that the woods are difficult to navigate, and Sandalwood would have known the most expedient path. Another choice of ways. Needlefield. Small clearing east of the Glade of Lugh. The lone minstrel says his client Sandalwood studied the rites here. Greymoor. Contains the grandest trees in all of Wakingwood. The lone minstrel says his client Sandalwood once resided here. Okay. I guess we can go here to learn more about Sandalwood and here to learn more about the rites. I'm inclined to go to Needlefield then. Maybe there's people there who can teach us more about the rites. We've got no guarantee that there's anything at all at Greymoor. Needlefield it is. Wait, the Needlefield. That name, Needlefield. As in, a field full of needles? I regret going this way. Sandalwood is a master in the rites, or used to be at least. Then, well, it is not my place to say. Doubtless he shall tell you in due time. Now if only we could find him. He used to mentor his companions in the rites, not far from here. However, you find no trace of the informant anywhere nearby. Without his guidance, you remain quite lost in the woods. The woods seem to have encroached. There is no path forward, while neither of the paths leading back appear to match the route you took to this point. Oh boy. Burnt Grove, ashen grounds amid waking wood. Bay seems drawn to this location for some reason. Under thicket. The southern pass through Waking Wood. The Imp Tizo wishes to go towards this location. I mean, Tizo usually knows his stuff, but I feel like we've been neglecting Bay. And this one looks like an open area. It's probably easier for our wagon. Maybe we can get a lay of the lay of the terrain, perhaps. I mean, under thicket. This is not going to be good for the wagon to get through. Look at these vines. Let's check out Burnt Grove. The woods are so disorientating at this point that you decide to break for camp and survey the surroundings for any clues. Perhaps later there shall be time to pursue your vocations. I think that means that I've chosen badly. If I'd chosen better routes through the woods, maybe I'd have time to survey the vocations. Beyond the crystal seeks Jodariel. What's going on? Pushing the imps. Staring at the book. Foraging for food, watching the skies. Out on a short flight. Strumming a tune. Training the imps, okay. And what everybody was up to. Okay. Scribe trials. Oh, there's a scribe trial for Joe. You have returned, have you? What is it you require? That's what is on her mind? Let me ask you something, lovely reader. Have you any idea for how long I've been imprisoned here? $100 years, I'm gonna guess. You guess that Sandra could have been in her current state of exile for the span of an entire century. She smirks at this. A reasonable guess, but you're off by a wide margin. I have been imprisoned thus for 837 years. According to my count, at least, it's possible I've lost track, although given my state, I can assure you I've had ample time to verify my arithmetic. She goes silent for a time. Let me give you some advice. If you decide to kill the Emperor, make sure you achieve what you set out to do. I expected my own death, regardless of the outcome of my task. I was not expecting this. Certainly not to be telling you about it 837 years later, or however long that it has been. Although, enough of that for now. Let's get back to business. A scribe trial for Jodariel. Certainly. Who shall be the target of my wrath then, would you say? Okay, we swap out the contract. Because I don't think it'll work here. We'll get us something good instead. Regenerating our Pyre. Maybe the respawn chance. Joe has really long respawn time and she's going to be fighting alone. We'll see how this one goes. You ask Sandra to administer one of her special trials for Jodaria. That surly demon, is it? She could stand to lighten up. Though I fear that is not a secret I can teach. But let us bring her forth regardless. Soon Jodariel appears in heed of the summons. What is the meaning of this, Rita? What is the meaning of this? Rita, where are the others? The apparition Sandra appears and loosens her mask. Welcome to my humble home, demon. You're good at taking orders, no? State your purpose quickly, Wraith. My purpose is to put you to the test. You may be fearsome to behold, but you are old and slow. Your weaknesses perhaps outweigh your strengths. Though I surely wish to see you and your lovely Rita prove me wrong. Old, she says. Very well then, Rita. Let us show whether she is right. Ooh. Bad start. Better start. Ah! These burbs! Dariel is old, huh? She doesn't look all that old. But okay. Ah, no. Okay, I meant to throw that. I hit space to throw it, but I don't have anybody to pass to. Dunk it. Easiest trial so far. Hey, Jess. How are you doing? You having a good day? Is it hot enough for you? Are you satisfied now, Wraith? I am never satisfied, demon. However, your performance was sufficient, and you passed my test. Thus, congratulations are in order. To you and your lovely reader. Now farewell. You do not need a pair of wings in order to be free. That was a strange experience. What do you have there, Rita? You received Salium's Horn for completing Jodariel's trial. Jodariel cast her aura farther and faster than usual. Sandra's second blade managed to graze her target's face, twisted as it was, with sorrow, not with rage. I don't normally use her aura, to be honest. I tend to rely on Jodariel's dash. But okay. Let's Well, I guess we can give you, because we've got more people than we have talismans. I guess until we get a better one, so Gilman can take the lucrative contract. Doing some more gardening. Not a thing I've ever gotten into, gardening. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Yeah, I'm doing good, thanks. Had a pretty good day. Worked out for a bit, took a shower, feel refreshed. It's too warm for my taste, though. Let's look at the ashes. He was here! He was here! You mean Sandalwood? If I may ask, how can you be so certain? I think from this? I think from this! It says something. I don't know what it says, but I feel like it has to mean something. Bay produces a small strip of bark she found in the ashes. At first it seems like nothing of interest until you see a message carved onto the inside. Found a bark strip. It must mean something. A sturdy strip of bark. On it is written, "Come to Cinderroot. S." Yeah, we've got to fall to tropical order. Do our stuff in the morning and the evening, and just sleep through the afternoon. My parents are big gardeners, but it's not something I've really found rewarding. For me, the purpose of a garden is for my rabbits to run wild in it. So, it's some sort of message from this Sandalwood guy. Seems that way. Which way to Cinderroot? Grounds well traveled by saps knowledgeable in the rites. It is due west. Perhaps we can set forth early tomorrow, when the woods are still. Sounds good. Everyone rest up. Big day coming up. Yeah, what are the uses there for a garden? But no, all I hear is I spend all this money on my flowers and the rabbits ate them all. Well, good. I'm sure they enjoyed it. Yeah, we have a run set up for the rabbits these days, but if it was up to me, they'd have the whole garden. Oh, we've got a little bit of time. Forage for resources, mentor a companion. I am gonna study in private. I want all those levels. It's global bonuses. Despite your growing knowledge of the Book of Rites, you yet struggle to grasp certain aspects of its teachings. Through greater understanding comes the reader's influence. This innate mystical purpose. Let's keep bumping up our presence. That little extra bit of aura is powerful. The texture of the pages of the book, the foreign bindings. Despite the volume's age, it shows so little sign of wear. At times, the power emanating from it almost overwhelms you. Inspiration comes to you in a flash. Whether from the book or from within, you cannot tell. There we go. Level 2 tenacity. Anything going on in here? Phase status, humming softly. Scanning something, doing some cleaning. Staying hydrated. Sir Gilman's got the right of it. He's staying hydrated. We should all do the same. way, off to Cinderroot. A hushed clearing south of the great glade of Loo. You have reason to suspect the informant Sandalwood may have come through here. You arrive on the outskirts of Cinderroot, but once again the informant Sandalwood is nowhere to be found. You sense the hopes of your companions waning as your search through the area yields nothing. Then, something startles the little imp, Tizo. Tizo seems to be crying out in surprise. He has spotted something, or someone. A tall figure strides forth from the trees, making a sound like laughter. The imp charges towards him, and leaps right into the figure's arms. They embrace. Hail, Tizo, but you look famished. Here. The tall sap produces something that the imp swallows immediately, and with great pleasure. Tree-like creatures known for their ingenuity, cleverness, and ambition. The lone minstrel nods his head in affirmation. Everyone, I wish to introduce you to my client, Valfred Sandalwood. The lone minstrel's client, Hedwin's informant and leader of the Nightwings. It has been too long, Valfred, sir. Too long indeed, Tariq. I trust your new companions bring some color to your days. They do, sir. I think that you shall find them worthy of the Nightwings. The sap looks upon the lot of you. You cannot sense his thoughts. You did it. We shall see. Then he turns to you. You must be the reader. I am certain that we all appreciate your efforts here, my kin, though we shall manage on our own from here on out. Excuse me? You're kicking me out? Manage on your own? Okay. You're welcome to continue on with us, of course. Though you are free to go. I trust you have been adequately compensated for your time. Thanks as well for looking after all my books. Adequately compensated? I mean, they saved my life, so yeah. He makes it sound like I should expect money or something. And I've not really gotten any of that, but I think not being dead is his own reward. So is he planning to take over as reader? You consider what to say to all of this. Walford intends to relieve you of your duties to the group. Insist on staying. Refuse to be cast aside so easily? The leader has returned. You can tell when you are no longer wanted. Remain silent. This cannot be happening. You have come this far only to be brushed aside by some strange sap. Let's see what the others say, I think. You stare back at Valfred, attempting to glean a deeper insight into what drives him, though remain unable to sense anything further. Still, you refuse to budge at his behest. Hold on. Valfred, sir, I'm Hedwin. My companions and I are the ones who answered your call. We followed the signs you left for us. Now we're here, thanks to you, and also to this reader. Not just a reader. They are our friend. My friend. They're not disposable. You made them a promise, and our freedoms are now intertwined. Valfred smirks at this. Freedom's not something to be traded or exchanged, my boy. I'd hoped that you'd have come to grasp this much by now. He breathes a sigh. It seems we started off on the wrong foot. It's not my wish to sour the occasion, for there's much to do. You have a right you need to get to, do you not? I'll come along, though shall not interfere, for it seems you have a kinship with this reader of yours. Now then, Tariq? Aye, Volford, sir. Come, let's have a chat. Of course, sir. Volford strides towards the black wagon, which must have belonged to him. You sense many conflicting emotions among your companions. Volford Sandalwood joins you. He knows much of the rites. Welcome him aboard. Your wagon cuts through a clearing to arrive at the glade of Lugh, where the stars directed you. Volford nods his approval, but leaves everyone to their devices. Page revealed. The Demon. Let's have a look around the black wagon. Gilman's status, rallying everyone. Bay, deep in thought. Tizo, scouting the grounds. Rookie, messing with his mask. Edwin, scouting the area. Amitha, practicing her breathing. Very difficult. This one? Dariel's status, preparing the grounds. Tariq, nearby. Best of all is Guppy's head. I think I understood that reference. How are you doing, Badger? You having a good day? Okay, let's have a look at the Book of Rites. Crushing it, nice. Very sunny walk in the woods. Oof. Too sunny for me to be outdoors. Hunting deer? Did you see any? Ice poles or tip tops? I don't know those by either of those names. You must describe them to me. Mangle, hey, how are you doing? How's your day going? What do you think to this heat? Emperor Mur. Scarcely could I recognize him when at last I found him. A half-starved animal, horns sprouted from his head, a bestial mirror of his blackened reputation. And I, a man who conquers countries, feared my emperor then, in such a way as I had never known. My charge had been to slay this man, but when I discovered him, he was already fighting for his life. The little imp Haub proved of little help against the sisters of the Arch, whose entire lives were culminating in this instant. I was unable to watch. My heart ached with such pity for the man, and for the love I felt for him when I had served him, that I sprang to his defense. Umbrella in your garden for your cats? Nice. I hope they're enjoying it. Okay, so I think that's as far as we've gotten. What brings you to me this time, dear reader? Take care of yourself, then. Nothing to say. I guess we better speak to this guy. As you approach Volford Sandalwood, you feel very much aware that you reside within his black wagon, rather than he in yours. He studies you in silence for a time, then... Tariq, if you have a moment. Hi, Valfred, sir. What is it?
Regum traceras.
This reader. You deem them worthy, by your estimation? The lone minstrel tilts his hat in your direction. If you wish my own estimation, Valfred, sir, then I do. Of course, it is not entirely for me to say, but I've seen this reader integrating with the others well. I believe that their achievements are self-evident in having reached Black Basin. Your instructions were deliberately difficult to follow, yet they and the others followed them.
Aroshta.
Indeed. Your words make sense as ever, Tariq. And what does little Tizo think of them, I wonder? Skrahaki! Tizo indicates that, as a matter of fact, he is happy to have you around. There you have it, sir. Yeah, what is an ice pole or a tip top? Is it just like an ice lolly? Or maybe just made out of ice? I do remember ice lolly in a packet. Okay. Yeah, I don't know those. The ones that melt and you can eat the juice. Huh. Yeah, I'm not familiar with them. You like your ice lollies, though. I'm more of an ice cream man. Roundtree's fruit pastels aside. Mr. Freeze. Ice. Cold ice. Freeze. Push-up pop, Mr. Oh, is Mr. Freeze like a name of a brand? Push-up pops? I feel like I've heard the name Push-up pops, although I can't really visualize them. You're making me think of when I visited Florida as a kid, and there's like machines everywhere to dispense ice to just eat.
Histos.
I see. He continues to examine you. High praise isn't oft spoken by those two, my kin. Nonetheless, I shall be watching you. Now, pardon us. Tariq and I have matters to discuss. They leave without saying another word, although you think you notice the lone minstrel look your way over his shoulder. Alright, let's go see what's in the shop, I guess. I always feel like having some ice cream, Mangle. Could live my life on nothing but ice cream. Oh, we do have something to sell. Oh hey, you guys. You know, I guess I didn't get the word out about this new franchise which we opened here just now, so I'll give you a great deal. Just tell your friends, okay? I don't have any friends, but I'll certainly try and tell them. Oh, and hey there, Mr. Sandalwood. Good day to you as well, Ron. Okay. Got a lot of new stuff in stock by the looks of it. A failed attempt to merchandise the sacred tradition of the scribes. It was intended to prolong the proceedings. An extra life, huh? Interesting. I can probably sell both of these. I don't think they do anything. All they say is they can be sold. Well, I definitely want the Stardust. The Luna Glass would be nice, but it's really expensive. Raises the maximum range. None of this is amazing. I guess we've got an item for each person. So I don't think I'm going to buy more. Extra powerful cast. Leaves a lingering effect. Anything else that we've got that's especially amazing? Just basic stats, right? I mean, this one's fun. Heals our own Pyre. Right, up to +7. I think I'm going to boost this one. Since it's her personal one, there's a good chance we're going to be using it quite a bit. Total restored stacks with similar effects. Oh, like if I had a few of these. Oh, total restored stacks with similar effects. So if I had a few of these, then they'd all go off at once. Okay, cool. They're leaving, Dad. Just look at how much we got this time. I mean, I made a profit there, but I mean, I left with more money than I went in. But I suppose you bought those goods to sell them on for more money. I guess we're ready to commence the rite then. You and your fellow exiles arrive at the sacred site called the Glade of Lu. And now look to the stars in the sky to signal the beginning of the next rite. The woods about you bring a sense of tranquility you have not felt in some time. But then you notice one of the trees move. It shuffles towards you and regards you with an exaggerated bow. Well, by the roots of Luscalorian, it would appear the rumors are correct. The Nightwings have returned. Oh, beware my manners. One moment. The sap claws at his mask with his wispy fingers. Much better. H. Manly Tinderstaff at your service. Perhaps you've heard of me. My fellows and myself, who perhaps know us as the Chastity. We soon shall stand against you in the rites. For now I'm just whiling away the time, making small talk. Now then, as I have introduced myself, your turns. To whom am I speaking? Then, in your mind's eye, you see Volfred, and hear his voice. Manly Tinderstaff is not to be trusted. Reveal neither yourselves to him, nor me. Well... Beneath her mask, Jariel stares back at him in silence. You suspect Volfred's message may have reached every member of the group. Oh, why now? How very rude indeed. Well, fine. Ignore me, but you do so at your peril. Anyhow, once this evening's rites commence, any moment now, then I'm afraid ignoring me won't be an option any longer. Oh, and now I do believe the sky is beginning to show. We'll have to chat again some other time. Now come along, come along. Manly bows, again, and wanders off into a clearing as the stars begin to burn.
Once again, the stars align themselves before you, reader. And
Welcome
here
back,
now,
Mangle.
at the Glade of Liu, I have to say, you've come so very far. But there are those, such as your adversaries called the Chastity, who have toiled for this too. They know that with their freedom comes great opportunity. It could be yours instead. Please show the Chastity that the Nightwings are superior.
He's cheering for us, huh? I wonder, oh honored Nightwings, how well you know these woods. Why, these woods would strangle you. I'm afraid I could do little to stop them, even if I tried. You might do better to beware of them. When Jadariel continues to ignore him, he grows upset. Why, you insolent... Then fine, let us begin the dance instead. He shoves his mask back on in a huff. And allow me to thank you in advance for helping me return to my proper station in the Commonwealth. Okay.
Who shall conduct the rites?
Well, this is my first one since What's-His-Face showed up. I think I need to take my best. No, I don't want Sandalwood thinking I'm thinking I'm gonna mess this up. I wanted to change Bay's item. Oh well. Oh yeah, I can have a look at my adversaries. I always forget to do this. Sap. Looks like they're very slow but have a large aura. Spawns a sapling which has its own aura. Channels a barrier which deflects auras back at them. Vanishes underground and emerging further forward. Seems to enjoy making empty promises about his eventual return to the Commonwealth, where he's certain he will achieve a position of considerable authority. He does seem knowledgeable about the inner workings of the rites and the Commonwealth. And these are just cohorts. Human and a harp.
Edwin, the choice is cast.
Let's show Volford what we can do. Are you quite ready, finally, O Nightwings? May all those masks of yours ensure no harm should come to any of your lovely countenances. Now come along, come along. Let's give the stars a show. May I present to you Humboldt Manley Jr.? He is every bit my equal, and is poised to guarantee the Tinderstuff line shall have a bright, bright future. He goes on and on about his sapling for a while. I've had more than enough of him. Oh, yes, sure, I think I would like that, because that manly, I don't think he is as nice as he seems. Now, isn't he the most precious thing you've ever seen? The sapling is nothing but an extension of Manly. If he is banished, the sapling should cease to trouble you as well.
Manly and his offspring hold no small degree of influence within the Commonwealth, reader. There are many who would welcome his return, though none so much as he himself. Begone, Jodariel.
And Jodariel did her job.
Nightwings assert themselves thusly.
Oh, what's this? Seems the woods themselves are closing in on a little soiree. Oh, do be careful now. These grafting roots and vines, they may not hold you in such high esteem as I.
Your adversary Manly is comfortable in this suffocating glade. Yet he longs now for the comfort of his Commonwealth estate. Perhaps such wealth ought to be reserved instead for you. None left unscathed.
Oh, did she have the... heck. I thought I was picking up the orb, but I was actually picking up Jodariel's resurrection token.
Flames of freedom.
Oh dear, the woods are closing in. Uncomfortably close at that. Whatever shall we do? Perhaps if you just stand aside a while, we could put an end to this that much the sooner.
The orb, take it. A second wind. In the name of Solium Myrrh.
Get that extra stamina when we take somebody down. Say, have any of you noticed how it's feeling rather crowded out here? Almost as if the 100 Minds himself resents you being here. Yes, I rather think that's it. Banhammer on the bot. Did Badger disappear? There we go. I have to take care of it myself. So, cease all of your scurrying about with that damned orb and let me handle this. One down. Oop! Run! Don't stop running!
I almost pity what transpired there.
Ah, that was so close. Come on, run, run, run! We got it!
Douse the flame.
4 hit points, so close. Alright, you Nightwings, I've had it up to here with you. Perhaps I've simply had it up to here with all these encroaching plants, these miserable things. Either way, I don't appreciate how you're ignoring me. All well and good, but I picked my team for this eventuality. Oh! Okay. Well played. Okay, this is less than ideal, I'll grant.
The orb is up.
Oh boy. bad.
The orb sails forth into the flame.
Oh no, we're below our starting health now. This far into the match. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. I wish I could move people who don't have the... Oh, dang. I thought I was gonna get them. There we go.
Predicament for the chastity.
Wipe them all out.
The Nightwings prevail. Their adversaries proved no match for them.
There we go. I hope that showed Sandalwood my level of skill.
Complete.
It took us from 100 health to 95 health. Good. That imbecile of a sap. So much talk and hot air. I knew we could prevail. Though Mr. Tinderstaff there, I think he's really upset now. We did it. One step closer, everyone. Well, my. Oh, worry not, oh Nightwings. I'm not angry with you, honestly. But I am very, 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 very disappointed. I thought perhaps we had something going here between us. You scratch my back, I scratch yours and all. Instead, however, you decided to spit in my face. Fine. We'll have to see where all your rudeness gets you. Now, ta-ta.
Always is there greater knowledge to be gained. A flash of inspiration for next time.
The 8 scribes, they so inspire me, and now I feel that I have grown somewhat closer to them, maybe? Choose a mastery. Flings the orb faster and further than usual. While saluting, leap towards the orb if no one has it. I mostly want this dark vigor. T to salute during a rite. I don't know if we've ever done that. Well, now's the time to start learning.
Until the stars align.
That was well done, my kin. I am beginning to see why your companions vouched for you. Don't let it go to your head, of course. After thwarting the chastity almost effortlessly, you return to your wagon to consider your next move. An adequate performance back there. Adequate? Yes, adequate for the next part of our plan. Go, have your reader there consult the stars. See where they take you next. I'll give you a hint. It's further north. It's going to be high up. Did this knight hear you say, higher up? And it's going to be cold. We'll see. Come on, my friend. Let's have a look outside, then. That plan Volford mentioned. I just want you to know I don't know what he means. We're here because we're going to be free again. We won't be living out our days as exiles. That's the only plan, as far as I'm concerned. But there's always a catch, right? We'll see what Volford has to say. Anyway, I'll leave you to it. No matter what, we're getting closer, thanks to you. Seek now your destination. Soleum, the Golden Star. The highest mountain in all the downside. So now you see it for yourself. You are summoned to the north, where looms Mount Alodiel, and at the very top, the Fall of Solium. Closest point to the Commonwealth or the furthest, none can say. Temple at the highest point in the downside exists to honor the 8 scribes. You confirm the stars indicated this exactly. Valfred, sir, how did you know? Valfred smiles back at him, but you sense his thoughts, as though he is directing them at you.
I too can read, my kin.
Oh, he spoke.
Forbidden though the words may be.
He turns back to Hedwig.
Grande libro d'artes.
Your reader's skills, while rare, are not unique. But as I said, I'll let them do the job. I see that you have something special going on here, which benefits the plan. What plan? I thought this was about our freedom. Oh, fear not, my boy. It is indeed. Plenty of time to tell you about it on the way. For now, however, you look like you can use some rest. And for that matter, so can I, if you'll excuse me. You sense your companions are exhausted from their recent travels. Given the road ahead, you agree it would be best to take the night to recover as much as possible. The path to freedom beckons you to press on. Anything going on in the black wagon? Bay's status, hugging the wagon. Bay, best girl. Packing for tomorrow, resting up. Checking the wagon. Taking a bath. Rallying the drive-ins. I don't see an item for our latest guest. Yeah, sandalwood. Maybe this isn't as much a home as he likes to make out. Anything going on, Sandra? Okay. Nothing in the book either. Okay. Well, we got to do it right. Nice. Probably a good time to wrap up. It's a short stream, but we got to play for a while. We made some progress. We met Sandalwood. We triumphed in the next rite. Next time we'll head on for the mountains. Interested to see what's there. You know, we don't have a sap for our team, but we might acquire one here. But it certainly doesn't look like Sandalwood is going to be playing. Ah, well. Should have autosaved there, so we should be good. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. Miki, Jess, Badger, Mangle, thanks for hanging out, everybody. It's been good, I've enjoyed the company. Let's have a look online, although I think I'm going to go raid Prats, because he's playing a game that I'm quite fond of. Let's go see what he's up to. Yeah, Pretzel's playing some Demon Souls, my favourite of the Soulsborne games. And I did say I'd stop by later. So we'll go say hello. Thanks, Jess. Really appreciate it. Have a good day. I'll catch you next time. And oh yeah, and I'll be back in about 2.5 hours for the evening stream. We're playing some Minecraft. But yeah, see you next time, everyone. Thanks for being here.